there's so many schemes, and I think it's not so difficult for them to integrate into Hong Kong society, because for the hardware in the major city in the Greater Bay Area, the economic development situation and the living standard is very close to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong is an international financial center. And many young people in the mainland, they can communicate in English, and also for some of the mainland professional and talents, they have working experience in Europe or United States and can speak English and also engage in financial sector. So it's not difficult for them to integrate into Hong Kong society, I think. But they may face other problems, for example, the living issue. They pay high rent and also small living places. So we hope the government can provide more talent apartment and create a community with good living environment to attract them to stay in Hong Kong. And another issue is that the cultural difference. And there's so many mainland students study in the university in Hong Kong. They have gathering, but only have little connection with local students. And maybe we can assist them to integrate into local community. For example, do some voluntary work and more connection with local students, and they become part of the local community to attract them to stay in Hong Kong. Apart from the hardware, we also need to provide more opportunity to attract the mainland professional and students stay in Hong Kong and contribute to Hong Kong. For example, there's an immigration arrangement for non-local graduates. And I think the university in Hong Kong can cooperate with the local enterprise. After the mainland student graduate, they can get a job in the enterprise and also have on-job training. There's a full package to attract the mainland student. After they graduate, they study in Hong Kong, work in Hong Kong, and continue to contribute in Hong Kong. And also, apart from the mainland student, we can also attract the students from other countries, such as Southeast Asia or Central Asia, and so that Hong Kong can develop as an international education hub. Hong Kong faces aging population, and I think it will have some little negative impact on the labor participation rate in Hong Kong. For the past few years, the government extended the service of civil servants and raise their retirement age, and there's many companies will follow. And at the age group between 65 to 70, some of the people are still working now. And also following the development of innovation and technology. And I think in the future, the technology may replace some of the manpower. For example, now we have robots in construction sites, and also in the future, our airport city link, we have automatic vehicle technology. And the government will do a human resources forecast next year, and I hope it can include the factor of development of technology. Maybe we need less manpower and can offset the impact of aging population. And also, I think the government should strengthen the vocational education, because we have some mismatch in human resources. In some of the job industry, the technical skill is difficult to attract young people to join. So we need to strengthen vocational education. For example, offering more applied degree courses, let our young people can see their future development. They have job promotion pathway and can develop their career in those sectors. So not only importing labor, but also vocational education is very important. It is an important human resources policy in the future. As reported before, some of the elderly care home import labor, and the worker pay a large amount to the employment agency in the mainland so that they can come to Hong Kong. And apart from this, in some cases, the employer also require the worker to pay a certain amount every month for the living costs and other expenditure. So although they use a median salary to recruit foreign labor, but for the foreign labor, their actual salary is only several thousand. And for the long term, if this situation continues, there will be no incentive for the employer to improve the benefit and salary to attract local workers. So that's a problem. And for most of the import labor, they will not complain because although their wages was deducted by the employment agency or the employer, but is still better than in their original places. Now the Labor Department in Hong Kong organized talk for the import labor is about labor rights, and also allow the trade union in Hong Kong to have contact with import labor to safeguard their rights. And I think it can have a deterrent effect to encourage the employer to comply with the regulation. And the import labor is also worker. They need basic protection and should not be exploited by the employer.